seaweed is amazing. It is delicious and it's also very, very healthy for you. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is No Chefs here. Today I'm going to cook really easy but delicious seaweed egg drop soup. Alright, well, this is basically all I need today. I have 1 green onion, 3 cloves of garlic. I'm a huge fan of garlic, okay? You can use everything to your taste, of course. 2 eggs. And this is 100 grams of tofu. This one is medium firm. There are 2 cups, plus or minus, maybe 2.5 maximum cups of water. And the star of the show is this dry seaweed. Of course, I'm not going to use all of it for this video, obviously, but I wanted to show you the package. I'm going to use about a third of it, like 30 grams. Chicken powder, my favorite thing, but you can of course use store-bought chicken stock or homemade. And because this one seasoned perfectly well for me out of the standard package, the only seasoning I will need is this white pepper, sesame oil. So for first step, I'm actually going to go ahead and soak the seaweed in water. Basically a couple of purposes here. First is obviously to rehydrate it, and another one is if there's any kind of sand in seaweed, this way you can clean. This tofu, I'm just going to cut into small cubes. There you go. Green onion. Don't forget to save some for garnish. Just a rough chop for some interesting texture difference, you know. Garlic. Now you can just remove this hard part. And again, we'll just give it a chop. This is what I prefer. Now it's time for the eggs. Just whisk the eggs now really well. There you go, nice and combined. On a high heat, I have about a tablespoon, just about, of regular non-flavor oil. In my case, it's a vegetable oil. And let's go in with the garlic and onion. Just infuse this oil a little bit. Make sure garlic is not burnt. Only 30 seconds is enough. Going in with the warm water. Chicken powder, per instructions, for 1 cup, it's a teaspoon. So 1, 2, and a little quarter of a teaspoon, just for that plus or minus ahead. So now give this thing a mix. I'm adding in a tofu now. You can eat tofu raw, so all we really need is just for it to warm up. Now it's coming up to a boil. Check for seasoning. Like always, this particular brand and this powder that I use is perfect for me, but you can consider using salt if you want. Going in with the white pepper. By the way, all the measurements and ingredients are in the description box below, so don't worry if you want to follow this particular method. Ah, nice. Now the seaweed, okay? I kind of just, you know, squeezed it to get rid of the excess water. Just add it in. Beautiful. So let's make sure that everything comes together really nicely in here. Once it boiled through just a little bit, like 30 seconds, just shut off the heat. And with the heat off, we're going in with an egg. Give it a nice stir real quick before. Go in a circle. I'm just gonna let the egg set. And that is basically it. When it's in a plate like this, last thing to do is drizzle of sesame oil. I am more than ready for this reward. So get a little bit of everything on this one bite. I got some egg, tofu, and seaweed and soup, of course. There's one more step you can do at the end. You can thicken this with the solution of cornstarch and water, but I think it's not really necessary. Here we go. The creamy egg texture with the seaweed and the tofu is absolutely amazing. Not only this dish is delicious, it's also very, very healthy for you. Seaweed has a lot of benefits. It's a good source of calcium, iron, and iodine that is otherwise difficult to find in a different food. So this is it for this particular recipe and episode. Thank you so much for watching as always. I hope you enjoyed it. Till next time, I wish you nothing but the best.